Hello, my name is Karen and I'm looking forward to taking you through your R3 profile. So just to give you a little bit more information around R3 to prepare you for your meeting with me, it actually stands for Individual Instinctive Indicators, because there's no one in this world like you, nor will there ever be anybody in this world like you. And ultimately what makes each of us different makes all the difference when we are working together. So R3 is a trait-based personality test. You'll see that your profile actually looks like a rocket ship, and you're a unique combination of 7 traits. The ones that load towards the top of your profile are more instinctive for you, and the ones that are towards the bottom of the profile are less instinctive for you. And both of them have strengths and cautions. So we will discuss your strengths and we will discuss your possible blind spots when we meet. So what I want you to do is listen very carefully to the explanations that follow around the 7 traits. And I want you to make a note of which ones sound like you, because when you meet with me, I'm going to ask you that question as part of our discussion is which of those do you identify the most with? Remember what comes instinctively to you. So you've got a handout there that's been sent through to you as well. Let's start with the top trait. It's a purple trait and it says they're perceiving. So I'm going to use some body parts to also explain to you what these traits mean. And a reminder, this is not your profile, it's an information sheet. And it's for you to understand a little bit about what each of the traits mean. So the explanation that is given is when you have that trait towards the top half of your profile. So let's start with that perceiving trait. It's for your eyes. If someone has this trait towards the top of their profile, they are naturally innovative, creative, out-of-the-box thinkers. They see things that other people don't see. They have strong convictions and strong gut feel, and as a result, they tend to say it as it is. So to other people, they can come across as judgmental and blunt. Then you've got the next trait, that green one. This is for your hands, the practical trait. If someone has this trait towards the top of their profile, these are the people that love to get in the trenches and get the job done. They are very focused on the short to medium term and have to-do lists about what needs to be done today, this week, this month. They're very organized in the short term. They love to be involved in getting things done. And when they cross the finish line, it's a great sense of satisfaction, especially when they can tick something off of their to-do list. And because they like to be involved, they tend to people please. And struggle to say no, and if that is not controlled, end up feeling very unappreciated and frustrated. The next trait is the dark blue one. It's called inquiring. This is for your mind. If someone has this trait that's towards the top half of their profile, they are very analytical, they're objective, they process things through fact. They see the world as black or white, it's right or wrong. They love to empower people through teaching them, sharing their knowledge, coaching or even advising them on how to do things. So that for them, it's all about the facts and what's right and wrong. But on the flip side, they can get quite annoyed with people who don't see the world like they do. And then they're always asking questions because they're trying to information gather. Then a little bit further down the list, about halfway, you've got that orange trait that says promoting. This is for your mouth. If someone has this trait towards the top half of their profile, they are naturally vocally confident. They love to talk. They're the ones that will gather people together and say, come on, let's go do that, or let's chase after this, or let's do the next thing. So they initiate activities. They brighten up the room. They're naturally confident, outgoing, and quite extroverted in their approach. And so they're natural influences of others. But the thing with them, though, is they need a sounding board. They like to talk their thoughts through, and because they're talking so much, they don't listen so well. Then you've got your next trait down. This is enterprising, and this is for your arms. Okay, if someone has this trait towards the top of their profile, they are naturally entrepreneurial. What I mean by that is that they love to see ways to add value, and they're very opportunistic when it comes in a business sense. It doesn't mean that they're going to have a great business or not. It's that they've got this natural entrepreneurial way of thinking, that they're constantly looking for new, efficient, better ways to improve the bottom line. They get business and they enjoy working in business. They're very generous with their time and their resources, but on the other side, they are prime candidates for doing far too much. They are easily distracted, and they can be quite stubborn because they're very busy people. Then you've got the second to last trait is the organizing trait. This is for your shoulders. If someone has this trait towards the top of their profile, they're the people that look to the future. They're goal driven, long term. They like to have goals that they set in the next year, 2 years, 5 years. So they're always aiming at something. It's always, they communicate, they're talking about goals and follow up and accountability. So they have a natural enjoyment and understanding of managing people and resources, putting them in place to get to where they want to be. The thing with them though is because they've got their own goals and direction, they can be quite stubborn. And if you've got several people in a team who have the organizing trait towards the top half of their profile, that silo mentality can easily creep in. Then the trait at the bottom of the list here is the responding trait. By no means not the most important. It's all about heart. If someone has this trait towards the top of their profile, they're very warm-hearted, compassionate, and kind people. They are motivated by helping other people emotionally, and they are very intuitive with the emotional needs of others. Because they are in tune like that, they tend to worry about other people, which is a great addition in a team. But then on the other hand, because they're worrying about everybody else, they can become personally disorganized. And the big thing is that they take stuff to heart very, very easily. So that's the 7 traits. So I want you to listen to this video again, if needed. Read through the paper that I've sent through to you and identify what you think are your top 3 traits. If you can, try and rank all 7, and let's see when we meet how self-aware you are. So when we do meet, we're going to meet for about an hour. I'm going to ask you a little bit about yourself, and then I'm going to show you your profile. And because you've got this background knowledge, we'll actually really be able to see how it applies into your life and in your influence, and how you work, how you plan, how you think, and how to be most productive. So we'll have a really constructive conversation around that. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to drop me a mail and reach out. I'll be happy to answer. Again, I'm looking forward to meeting you. See you later. Bye.